It's Week 3 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lions and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate's got Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge that you could create, but now, well, now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field.
The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And off we go from Dallas. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. What we're seeing now, Brock, they've had some pretty crummy luck, some poor fortune in keeping guys healthy during their early goings of this season.
And this is where focus and attitude is oh so critical. They're rallying around those guys who were hurt and trying to play winning football. So when those players start to come back, Kate, they can jump right back in and really add this depth and be a better team and maybe, just maybe, make a playoff push. I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. No return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board. Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They go play action with Goff. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one, and it brings up 3rd down. Goff setting to throw. Into the hands of Gibbs. Juke the defender. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Finds him over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled by Jack Campbell. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right, things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Lions will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. He's got time, defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Goff now, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now begin the drive with Dillon. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 47. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Handoff headed left, it's Dillon. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Field goal attempts coming up from John Parker Romo. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They're throwing it. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's good for a gain of 5. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll go right side with Gibbs. Has a lane past the 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. 4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Here's a throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. Dillon, a first down carry. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
It's Dillon here on 2nd down. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. They'll go again with Dillon, and he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's good for Cowboys. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
3rd and less than a yard.
Running up the middle, Dillon. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going right back to Dillon. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. This time, it's a passing play. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment. Defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And he gets this forward to the 19. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Flush down out to his... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Dillon. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and goal.
Back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
The kick by Roddy's good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions offense returning to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Now looking to throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Options are open here. It's second and inches.
Second down at the 47-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. He finds Laporta. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Escapes a defender. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, third down. Back now, pressure on its way. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And he drives this forward to the 6. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third. Throwing from the gun. Quick slant complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal. The flag comes out. This is going to back them up to the edge of the end zone.
False start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Lions tie and can take the lead here in the second. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll take the lead.
Cowboys 6.
Fox now to kick this one away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys and A.J. Dillon ready to begin their next drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They go play action on first. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
To number 3, Brandon Cooks. A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Laporta with the grab. He's got a gain of 6 there. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up second and
From the 41.
the 41-yard line.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Down is right.
They are throwing it again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to second and 10.
He'll throw it yet again. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up. From midfield now. Buying some time right. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That brings us to the break, and it's the visiting Lions holding an early advantage. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Raiders who were able to come away with the road win. Jalen Warren, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage
Cowboys
here
all
at
ready
the
for
break.
the kickoff, and here we go once again. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 33
A pickup there of 33 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Goff on 1st and 10. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they bring him down around the 34. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. Goff on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, it's Goff. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Throwing again, it's Goff. He brings it in. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Has it in close. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead to 8.
Cowboys 6.
Fox now to kick this one away. This short, fielded at the 20. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Got his target, it's Dillon.
Complete to A.J. Dillon.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
This finds Cooks, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Escapes the... And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You know, when we watch the combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. First down throw from Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On first down, it's Gibbs. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff to the air now. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Off play action, Goff. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Play action on 1st down. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Setting up a throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Makes a cut to the right sideline. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
This is complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. Back out runs their offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Now begin the drive with Dillon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Dillon gets it on the counter.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, he got free. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Atwell, the motion man here. 2nd and 8. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And the fair catch made here at the 15. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Catch made by Cooks. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
They go with Dillon on the run. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
3 quarters in the books from this one. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. This is Dillon. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go again with Dillon. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They go play action on 1st. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This is Gibbs on second down. And this one doesn't go far. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing is Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. New series coming up following the punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll try the left side with Dillon. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll try and throw it here. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And that makes it 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's on the move. He's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
On the move, headed right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, when I backed up Peyton Manning for a couple years, he loved to know a team's tendencies. And then he wanted to bust them. And that's exactly what that play just did. Got some nice yardage, and it wouldn't be surprising to see that call used again in a similar...
And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He's dropping back to throw. Brought in right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. John Parker-Romo now. Let's see how he handles this moment. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st down, it's Goff. He finds Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now following the play, pretty quick stoppage. This is going to be for an injury, and oh boy. Sam Laporta, the one in some pain, he's being checked on. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Robinson sent in motion left. From the 31. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Motioning the tight end now. Here we go, 2nd and 9. It is caught left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He gets 6 on that play, and that gives the Lions the first. It's Gibbs on the carry. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. A give to Gibbs. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Sheds off a rusher. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
From the 5-yard line.
We're looking to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game. Fox now to kick this one away.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Dropping back to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys trail by 8. First and 10 from the 41. He'll look to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Setting up to pass. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Searches from the pocket, and that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And they get this down to the 28. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. Here he is to throw. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. And it's caught. It's a touchdown in the final minutes, and a 2-point play could force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
So a big play for the Cowboys here as they line up for 2. Back to throw. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he isn't going to get it. He's not going to get it. They needed that, too, for the tie. But the defense makes a stand that may decide this game. They've got less than 40 seconds to work with. Not impossible, but gotta recover this kick. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So the Lions get the win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Dallas.